Hello, hello, hello. My name is Uni Lopez, and you are watching or listening to the Pink Possibilities. Every week, I have the privilege and honor to have special guests join me weekly, sharing their Mary Kay journey. All the stories that you hear tonight or any night that you listen to them are 100% true. So without further delay, here's a little bit about our special guest tonight, which is our Senior National Sales Director, Dunn. She is from Good, Virginia, which is near Lynchburg, married to the love of her life, John, who is a former mechanical engineer. They have 4 grown children, all married, 3 grandsons, and 1 beautiful granddaughter. How long was she in Mary Kay? She began her business in 1986. She earned her first Mary Kay car in January of 1987. She debuted as a director in January of 1988. Debuted as a national sales director in 2002 and been in the top 10 national areas for the last 2 years. She worked as a psych assistant in a Christian mental hospital and then a secretary at a defense plant. With 4 children and 5 years while building her business, her daughter Heather is a Mary Kay director and has earned her 3rd free Mary Kay car. Dawn picked the giraffe as the Dunn area mascot because it has the biggest heart of any animal, 32 pounds to be exact. They stretch, and as we stretch, this is what we do. We stretch, and as the Dunn, we stick our necks out just like the giraffes. And they have great vision and long, beautiful eyelashes. Giraffes are gentle giants. And Dawn's greatest fear or obstacles was selling anything. As a tomboy, she loved sports and didn't wear any makeup. Believe it or not, she didn't wear any makeup. And she earned 18 career cars, 15 of them being the prestigious pink Cadillac that she earned in 1988, or since 1988, currently driving the pink Escalade that is exclusively for national sales directors. What is Dawn's greatest achievement in Mary Kay? When she debuted as a national sales director in June of 2002. Her offsprings were national sales director Lene Tate in 2015. Lene's offspring is Jamie Taylor, who debuted just last year in 2021. And she is in the Diamond Circle national area 11 times. Now, unit clubs and special honors were given to Dawn. The National Court of Sales 3 times. The National Court of Sharing 5 times. And she was $1 million director 5 times. I said it correctly, $1 million sales director, 5 times director. And her favorite award or prize was selected as the Diamond Division Monthly Go Give in 2002. Earned Mary Kay's top director trips as second honeymoons to more than 32 countries. Her favorite destination included Australia and Alaska, Switzerland, and Hawaii, just to name a few. Talk about a company that loves to love on their people. And what does she enjoy most about Mary Kay? Is she enjoys helping people to know God personally and fulfill their God-given mission. She enjoys family flexibility, and as a work-from-home mom, and now along John, her side since 2015, who suffered from a brain bleed, Mary Kay allows her to embrace her mission, which is to make an internal, external, and eternal difference. What is her dream come true with Mary Kay? That was buying her farm overlooking the peaks of Otter with cows and horses and meeting Mary Kay Ash herself. Her 5-year goal and what she is looking forward to most is reaching as many people as possible with the gospel and leading our area to an elite inner circle national area of 5 national sales directors. Without further delay, let me introduce you to the amazing, beautiful senior national sales director, Dunn.
Wow, Uni, what a introduction. You ought to be a radio broadcaster. I just pinched myself because thank you, Lord, for the life that we've been allowed to live. And he has been gracious, and you're gracious for letting me on here tonight to speak to everybody. And Uni said, be sure to share a little bit about your story. And it has felt like just incredible, like a Cinderella life. When you say all those countries you went to, all those memories, having 4 children in 5 years, yes. And just being able to live a life with God first, family second, career third, and keeping your priorities in that order and no regrets. I just am grateful. So I love sharing about our company with people. I love telling them that Mary Kay is a great, great company. I did get to meet Mary Kay Ash several times. I was at her home, and she was the real deal. She truly was incredible. And I hope you'll read her autobiography. So to be on here tonight representing her, I feel to all of you is so important, especially coming up on the 60th anniversary and just all we have to celebrate. And what I'd like to do is, I'd love to sit down with each of you individually and just be able to look in your eyes and be able to say, hey, tell me about you. Tell me about what's important to you. Tell me, what do you like most about your current situation? What do you like least? What would you change, if anything? And where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And I wish I could have a conversation with you regarding those things and get to know you better and what you would desire from life, what God would have, what dreams he's put on your heart and have you accomplish. And then I'd love to tell you the Mary Kay story, if this is something that might be for you or not. And so I wanted to use this opportunity to really just go through how I share and how I've done for 38 years as a director, as a consultant starting out. This is how I would share as a director moving forward. This is how I would share. And then as $1 million director and on to a national sales director. And I would like to show how easy it is to share the Mary Kay story and your story with passion. So I'll be inserting mine and going through a quick notebook of information. It usually takes about 10 or 15 minutes. And then I'll share some more information at the end. And I would love to have you just follow up with your consultant and answer the questions that I would have asked you tonight and have that little chat. And I'm sure she has a special little gift for listening in and just taking your precious time to see if this might be for you. And Mary Kay is not for everybody. Hard to believe, but if it's not for you, we would ask you to be a talent scout for your consultant or your sales director, because if you refer someone who's accepted for a position, you can get up to $50 in free product as a thank you. So be sure to just share and get back to her after the end. So I'm going to fly through this really quick. And you heard me ask at the beginning, tell me about you. Tell me, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And with Mary Kay, and here we go. We're going to screen share and roll through this so that you can see what I'm talking about as if I were going through my little notebook with you. Okay, so thank you, Sandy, who's helping me out back here. All right, first of all, these are the questions I would ask to everybody that I share with, because you got to see what's in it for them. And obviously, I'm excited about Mary Kay. I've been part of it for 38 years, but what would excite you? What's important to you? And secondly, this is Mary Kay Ash. And I got the privilege of seeing her in person and met her backstage one time. I told her the reason I got into Mary Kay was I wanted to have 4 children and be at home with them, work from home. And I shared with her that I wanted to share about how to know God personally through Christ. And she took my hand and she looked in my eyes and she said, "That's great, Dawn. You keep that up." And so I just felt totally affirmed by Mary Kay Ash herself, the founder of this incredible company. And she really did. Her company is known and was rated by Harvard Business, by Baylor University, voted her as the #1 greatest female entrepreneur in American history. And the male recipient was Henry Ford. Can you get the kind of company she's known for and her what she's known for? And it's really awesome. And then our company, golly, it's been around now coming on 60 years and we love it. They do so much for helping people like It's a dual marketing system. It's not a multi-level or a pyramid company, which is really important. And they've done so much to donate to women's shelters and programs addressing domestic violence, and then also finding cures for cancer, given over 16 million just to find cures for cancer. That's incredible. $28 million to shelters. So we're not just about selling lipstick. And Mary Kay herself taught us to keep God first, family second, and career third in order to be successful. Talk about products. We love it. We have the number one rating in customer loyalty. It's one thing when people love your products when you're showing them, and it's another thing when they order over and over and over again. I know I was told we retain about 70% of customers when we take great care of them, and I found that to be true through the years. And most products are made in the USA by Mary Kay. Recession-proof, not animal tested, high quality records. Our customers can shop 24/7 on their website. And if I were looking at you, I'd say, what is your favorite product? What could you not live without? I love their skincare. That's what I fell in love with at first. Their eye makeup remover. I could go on, but I love being able to use my Mary Kay throughout the years. And Mary Kay gives us the privilege of keeping products on hand so we can offer on-the-spot delivery. I know I like getting my products when I was at that appointment the first time 38 years ago, and she sat down and let me take it home that night, and I started to feel the results and got compliments at work the following days, and just continue to love my Mary Kay. So my why, I joined as a newlywed. John and I were just married in August, and I heard about Mary Kay on Black Friday. We were in visiting his family in Martinsburg, and we went there to just have Thanksgiving weekend, and I needed something to take care of blotchy skin. And my mother-in-law said, oh, I know of a Mary Kay consultant that comes to your home and teaches you for free. And free sounded good to a broke newlywed. And so we called a consultant in the area and we said, could you please come give us a free makeover? And he said, I only have $7 in my checkbook. So if you're pushy, I don't want to do that. I just want to be honest with you up front. And she came anyway. I loved it. My husband, who said he didn't like makeup and made up girls, walked into the room and said, wow, I like that. And so I ended up starting with $130 on a payment plan that night. And I'm so grateful she let me take it home, and I was hooked. I was hooked. I was addicted, I can tell you. And then she said to me, gosh, is this something you'd ever do? And I said, no, absolutely not. And she says, can I just share real quick in case you'd ever be a talent scout? And I'm so thankful she did, because what I learned is that this could be an opportunity where I could be at home with children. There we are at our first Cadillac, and you can see how old my children are at that time. I loved meeting Mary Kay Ash, and that was back when blue eyeshadow was really popular like that, so don't hold it against me. But I did get to meet the famous Mary Kay Ash in person, and I told her, as I said, I got into this to share about Christ. I've also loved, we have a farm that overlooks the peaks of Otter in Virginia. And my husband and I had that throughout having the children, and now we're into grandchildren. I'm loving life with that too. It gives you lots of choices, and I have no regrets with spending time with them and working from home and being able to be a six-figure mom. This has been an incredible journey, and just to live out my ministry, my life all in one. And I'm glad to say John is still beside me. He has short-term memory issues and is at home. But I mean, isn't it incredible that you can work and have the flexibility that you desire? Not many companies would give you the support, the encouragement, the freedom to live the life you've been called like that. So, and then, oh my goodness, Mary Kay praises women to success. When is the last time you got lots of recognition at your job or from the people around you that just would recognize you for your accomplishments? And so whether it's pink Cadillacs or whether it's rings, we love the just the little star prizes even, but we're appreciated all along the way. So, and then I would love to share real quickly the avenues of income. If you were sitting in front of me, I would slide a paper in front of you so that you could fill it in as we go along. You can see it on the screen here. And if you're just listening and not able to see it by screen, I'll walk through. But everybody says, how do you make your money? And I thought, as a college graduate, I thought, oh, golly, I feel sorry for her selling lipstick. Until I heard this. So beauty experiences, or a party or a class is what we call them, you can earn up to 50% profit. And you can do that appointment in person, or now we do a lot virtually right from our home. And an average party is usually about 3 to 6 people. You can conservatively sell about 2 to 300 in retail sales, is what I found from my experience. And it took me about 1 to 2 hours. Our consultants usually average about $100 per face in retail sales. So if you make $50 profit, 50% profit, you can see that's about $100 in profit. So quick pop-in appointments are fun and profitable, and people can shop online with you as well 24/7 around the clock, and you can earn 50% profit. The second avenue of income is reorders. And oh my, do I love reorders? Do I love the fact that 38 years ago, the first faces that I treated and those customers, a lot of them are still purchasing from me 38 years later and through the years. So you continue to make money over and over and over again, 50% profit. If you just saw 2 customers a week, did this as a real hobby, you could earn up to, well, gain up to 100 customers a year just by working 50 weeks out of the year, getting 2 customers a week and 100. And the average customer for me usually ordered at least $100 or more. That was 100 times 100 was 10,000 in sales. So I made $5,000 in profit just year after year from those reorders that kept coming in. That was unbelievable. It was ongoing income. If you're ever going to get into business doing anything, get into a consumable product that people love, that has a great reputation. And Mary Kay has offered that for every year that they've been in business. Dovetailing, that's a funny word, but it's basically your freedom. And that meant to me that if I had an appointment scheduled for Tuesday and one of my children had an earache, I could stay at home, have somebody else cover that appointment, and I would still get 15% of whatever she sold. She would earn 35% profit by being there doing the appointment. And so what a blessing that I could have the freedom and still earn income. Or I could have get asked to do somebody else's shift, and it was all voluntary to share that on Mary Kay's terms, even in direct sales like this, that we would have that freedom. So that's dovetailing. I loved that. Flexibility. And then team building. We're not a pyramid company. We're not a matrix system, but Mary Kay gives us bonuses as we discover others who'd like to build their own business, whether it's as a part-time consultant earning a little extra money, or whether they want to go full out in their career. It's totally up to them. But as you discover them, Mary Kay will give you a finder's fee, basically, bonuses monthly, based on any time they order. It comes directly to you. It's not out of their pocket. And it's 4% to 13% is available. And I know for me, oh my goodness, my first monthly check that I got was 17, and it grew and grew and grew. And by the end of my first year, I personally had started to get about $1,000 a month from that. And we just tucked that away and were able to put that as a down payment on our first home. And I paid my home off in 7 years based on that going towards the mortgage. So what a blessing for me. I don't know what you do with it or what you do, but just what would you do with an extra $300 a month profit coming in? What would you do with that? What choices would you make? How could that help your family? I don't know. The next is the car. And the first car they give right now is a new Chevy Malibu, full free use of it. And you earn the use of it. Okay. And they pay the majority of the insurance and taxes and property tax, which is such a blessing to your income. And I know that when I was working about 18 to 20 hours a week and on the use of a car, they gave me that, and just had to continue to hold about 3 classes a week and sharing with 3. And they have different qualifications. But the use of that car at the end of my first year in business was such a game changer. And then the second year when I went on to directorship, and then after 6 months was in my Cadillac, that was really exciting to just be able to move up and be rewarded the use of car. So, and if you don't want to take the car, you can take the cash compensation. I know on the first vehicle, it was only $425, but on the Cadillacs, it's $900 now. What a blessing. Oh my goodness. And of course that varies based on what's going on in the car world and in our economy. But you know what? Whatever it is, to have such a perk like that is incredible. All right, then directorship. Oh my goodness, adding to your income an extra 13 to 26% on top of everything else by stepping up and being your own boss as a sales director is huge. And so I don't know what that would mean for you, but it tripled my income at the time, and just gave access to really getting to lead and inspire more women, as well as taking care of my own customers and personal team. So what a privilege that you can move up with no glass ceilings. You don't have to wait for another person to die or retire or move away. You build your own customer base and your own unit and get the privilege to lead them. And then there was also senior director, executive senior, right on up to national sales director. And that's what I have the privilege of representing Mary Kay Ash as a national sales director, with executive income and escalades, trips every year. What a life. And so I feel very blessed to have done that and be part of that. So here's some of the advantages that I want you to also see. You're your own boss. You get to meet new friends. There's no quotas. It's flexible. Now, when I say no quotas, you can do this a little or you can do a lot. If you want to earn a vehicle, the use of a vehicle, and you want to go on and build and be a sales director, yes, there's certain standards we have to shoot for, but you decide. You decide. Do you just want to hang out and make lots of money as a consultant, or how do you want to do? It's flexible. You decide whether you want to work mornings, from evenings, from home. Everywhere you go, there's no territories. We never take each other's customers, and golly, it's just a wide open world out there. I love to ask people, have you ever been treated to a Mary Kay makeover? We still have so much of the market to earn, even though we've been the #1 best-selling brand for years. The advancement opportunities are incredible. You have unlimited earning potential. You build confidence through this. I always love to say, I've never seen anybody get dumber, uglier, or poorer from trying Mary Kay. It might not be your lifelong cup of tea, but what a great way to do life. It strengthens your leadership skills and just helps us grow personally. The tax breaks, because you're in business for yourself, you're entitled to the legal tax breaks that are offered to business owners. Mary Kay offers a 90% buyback guarantee, which is phenomenal. Oh my goodness. If for some reason, and this was huge for me, I remember when I got started, and I was scared enough as it was. I can't believe I was jumping in, and I decided to start with a packet, a $600 packet, because that would be enough for 3 full roll-ups for customers that I could sell to. And so I decided to go in and get that. I went to the bank and I asked them to make a money order out to Mary Kay Cosmetics, and the bank teller in there said, "Oh, I used to do that." And I said, "You did?" And she said, "Yeah, I quit." And I turned around and looked at John, and John said, "Honey, the most you can lose on a 600 is $60, and you've spent that on a bad dress before." So put it in perspective, and that gave me the freedom to try. I was so grateful. Mary Kay believes in praising women to success. So we're excited that she believes the best in us and gives us lots of advantages like that. So of all the things you heard, oh my goodness, the next page shows, first of all, before I go there, this is the showcase. And it's $100 plus tax and shipping. It gives you over $400 worth of product and almost a $500 value when you break everything down within that bag. That's unbelievable. And what's so exciting about this starter kit, it gives you the chance to start with samples and trays and enough to get rolling. And so I would ask you, if for $100, oh my goodness, that's like a trip to Walmart these days. Mary Kay used to say $100 will never stand between a woman and something she really wants to do. There is also a $30 option that you can get if you decide to not get the whole bag and you just want to get the privilege of selling online and being a starter that way. But oh my goodness, for only 100. And then inventory is up to you. If you want to have products on hand, they allow us to have the privilege to get it up front so that you can offer on-the-spot delivery to your customers, not pay for shipping, not have to go in there and run back and forth with gasoline for an extra trip to see them. And I guarantee your customers love it because they take home their bag and feel great. So that is optional, but recommended. And so I've seen people start with nothing. I've seen people start with an armful, and I've seen people start with a store full. And it's totally up to you where you start. But what's most important is not where you start, but where you finish. So I want to ask you, from all that you've heard so far, What would appeal to you the most? What stands out to you? Secondly, is there any reason why you wouldn't want to give it a try? What's the worst thing that can happen? I told you earlier, nobody's gotten dumber, uglier, poorer from trying this. And what, if anything, would hold you back? I know for me, the fears that I had was I hadn't sold anything. I didn't like to sell anything. I did love this product. And my director told me, Dawn, if you love the product and you love people, the product sells itself. And I got to say, it has. And I love being around people and I love sharing with them that this works. And I love helping them solve their skincare needs with our wonderful product. Another thing that almost held me back was I didn't think I had the money to get started. Even the $100, it was $90 38 years ago when I started. That was a huge stretch. And I used the money that we had just earned for our wedding gifts that we were supposed to use for furniture to get my first inventory order. That was huge. But you know what? I'm so grateful that I did, because we have been able to go on and use a lot of the profit to fill up our home with furniture, to pay off our home in 7 years based on Mary Kay income, and just grateful for the opportunities and choices it's given. So I think about it could have held me back, but grateful we took the step of faith and made it work. And if you work, it works. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It is not, by just holding appointments and getting busy and learning the skills of booking, selling, and sharing, this works. So if you were to say, I think I want to do something like this, your next step would be to get a $100 showcase and apply for the starter kit and come from there. We have you make a list of all the people you know with skin that breathe. It's amazing how many people you know. If I told you I would give you $1,000 for every name you could come up with, you'd have a long list. We currently only have 10% of the market using our product. 90% are still using the wrong brand. So there's a wide open opportunity there. And then take the lookbook that Mary Kay offers, begin to study and know your wonderful products, familiarize yourself with it. We have training opportunities near you or virtually where you can plug in. You're in Mary Kay for yourself, but not by yourself. There's a lot of support and training. So, and then I always have people dream. Just in the next 24 hours, I have you write down your dreams, big and small. What can Mary Kay help you have or be or do? And from there, then you establish goals and what kind of routine you want. And I welcome you to be a named consultant. And so you might be saying, Dawn, how do I do that? Your consultant should send you an online application that's really easy to fill out, and then we'll help you get going with your next steps. And I hope that she'll introduce you to your sales director so that you've got the support and friendship and encouragement right off the bat to help you build your dreams. So back to Uni. And just finishing out this opportunity, I know when I have somebody that listens to the opportunity, that just even listens, I give them any one item at half price for listening to this, and have them pick the most expensive thing, anything that makes it worthwhile. And then I always say at the end, if it's not for them and they decide it's not for them, and I've listened to their potential challenges, which I think everybody's scared to sell something. And a lot of people say, I don't know anybody, but most people know 5 people. And those 5 people know 5 people who know 5 people. We teach you how to build a client base, how to get those customers, how to start booking appointments and making connections. And so that's part of your training. So that's really fun. And for those who say, I don't have the money, you really need to look at this twice and say, if you don't have the money for a showcase, would you like us to help you learn how to make more money and take an opportunity like Mary Kay and take it to the max? And so it's all up to you. But we would love to hear from you. If you listen and it's not for you, be a talent scout. Who do you know that doesn't like their current position, their current job? Who's looking for extra money? The average American needs about an extra $500 a month just to make ends meet, especially with our economy the way that it is. And so this is a fun, flexible way as a side hustle to do it. Take a good look at Mary Kay and see if it might be for you. And I hope that it is. I wish that every woman would get to experience what I've experienced with this opportunity, and really being able to take your God-given dreams and work them on a daily basis on your terms, with God first, family second, career third, with a company that believes in and building on the golden rule and the Go Give principles. There's not many companies out there that have what Mary Kay has to offer. Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to take advantage of it? So, Uni, golly.
Thank you, Dawn. Dawn, you're amazing. I love everything about you. I want to thank you of all the things you could have been doing tonight. For you taking the time to be here tonight is an honor, and I don't take it lightly. So thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us tonight. I know if ladies, if you have questions, you know, save them. We're just going to let our YouTube family go. And if anything about Dawn that was shared tonight, whether her story has touched you or piqued your interest in any way, I want you to reach out to your personal Mary Kay beauty consultant. And if you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, reach out to me and I will personally reach out to you and I will answer any and all questions. Mary Kay is not for everyone, but everyone is called. So whether you're looking for fun, freedom, or flexibility, always remember that when it comes to Mary Kay, the pink possibilities are endless. Good night and God bless. Bye-bye.